This is the symbol of UNESCO, and you can see 도동서원 in Korean, in Chinese character and English. And this is the location of 도동서원 Neo-Confucian Academy. And there are other Neo-Confucian Academies name on here. Let's take a walk. This is ginkgo tree, which symbolizes Neo-Confucian. It indicates pulpit where Confucius taught his students. The pulpit actually was an apricot tree, but somehow when it was introduced in Korea, it changed to ginkgo tree. So every Neo-Confucian Academy you visit, you can see the ginkgo tree. This is very old, 400 years. Wow, it's very big. And you can see 3 monuments here. I can read the history of this Neo-Confucian Academy, 도동서원. You can see the turtle at the bottom of the monument. There are many crepe myrtles over here. Can you see those beautiful pink flowers? They are called pickling trees. Can you see this? They're shivering. Let's go inside the Neo-Confucian Academy. This sound is very nice. Step on the grass. It's green and a little bit wet because of the rain yesterday. This is Swallow Lounge. Can you see the sign of it? It means reading with the moonlight that has been reflected by the water. The students used to take a rest here. Like other traditional buildings, a 서원 also has mountains in the back, rivers in the front. You can imagine the students writing a poem, looking down on the Nakdong River and small buildings surrounded by the mountains. You should be careful. Go up the stairs. This is not the main gate. It is the main gate of 도동서원. Its name is 한주문. It means summoning the host. Let's go inside. The stair is a little bit steep, so you should be careful. It is very small, so you have to bend yourself. So be careful of watch out your head. And of course, you should be careful of your foot because of this. This is stepping stone, and this is lotus. It describes the scholars. Its function is stopping the door. And this is the main building of 도동 Neo-Confucian Academy called 중정당. This is a lecture hall, and also there are many events there. This is 거인제 and this one is 거의제. Yeah, both are dormitories for students. Okay. And we're not supposed to use this road because it is for the teachers and souls. So you can use this way for entrance and that way for exit. In Seowon, students learn Confucianism, but the role of Neo-Confucian Academy is not only just teaching and learning. Behind the lecture hall Jungjeongdang, there is a shrine. It is for commemorate the people who are admired by people. Here, Dodong-Seowon Neo-Confucian Academy was built in 1568, the first year of the reign of Seonjo, in order to commemorate Kim Gwang-pil. So when this building started to construct, there are many people gathered from all over the world who are Kim Gwang-pil's students, and they brought a stone to help to build this building. So you can see those rocks around here. You can see them on the bottom of the building. Their shapes are various and it made its own beauty, like patchwork quilts. And you can see those 4 decorations, which are heads of dragons. They have the hope for the students being a great people. Then you can see this small and cute decoration. This is chipmunk and this is lotus. And you can find another one in the opposite side of this building. Yeah, this is also a chipmunk and this is a lotus. The chipmunk indicates opposite way. It means that one is the entrance and this one exit. So this chipmunk is upside down. Let's go upside. This is Seongnyeodae. When it gets dark, they set fire on here to read. Even though this is very hot summer, I can feel fresh air and this is kind of cool. I can feel nice breeze and I can look down the Nakdong River from here. It looks really nice. Maybe if I study here, I can go to Seoul National University or somewhere. Cool breeze, I can feel it. It is from King Seonjo. The Neo-Confucian academies, which has those kind of frame called 사액서원. This is one of the 사액서원. Okay, let's go outside again. You can see the decorations on the column. It's not for just decoration. Its role is supporting the roof. And you can see there's only one decoration. It is kind of bracket. Only one bracket of each column. It is called 주심포 style. This is similar to 정료대, but it is different one. This is 생단. As I told you, it's not just for the place teaching and learning. They also have memorial services for great people. When they have memorial services, they prepare some food and they set the sacrifice here and look thoroughly if there is something wrong or if they have flaws or something. Let's go to shrine, which is located behind the lecture hall. It also has a steep stair, so you should be careful. And also, you're not supposed to use the main and central stair because it is for the soul. So you should use the right side of stairs. The shrine door is closed, so you can't go inside it, but maybe you can see it. You can peeping. Oh, there is another building and there is a small stone lantern in the middle of the garden. I want to go inside, but maybe next time. Can you hear the sound of cicada? This is called 유지매미 cicada. It is hard to hear in the city. Really beautiful, and it has its own meaning. It used rocks, soil, and tiles inside it. Yeah, this circle means women, and this square shape means men. So it symbolizes harmony of both genders. Okay, let's go inside this place. This is called 고직사. The manager of Neo-Confucian Academy stays here and he prepared meals for the students and teachers. And also, when they have memorial service, they prepare food here. You can see some tools here. Yeah, snails and frog, cow. And this is very cute sheep and duckling here. There are many beautiful flowers there. This is the way out. This is Tarzan Wetland Eco Learning Center. So you can learn about Tarzan Wetland and also you can learn about Nakdong River. Okay, let's go and see. These are creatures living in the wetland. There's some insects living on the surface of the water, and that one is inside the water. They eat fish. And there are some kinds of fish and shells. These are plants on the wetland. That's all. Yeah, you can see the plants on the water surface. They are marsh snails. You can find them inside the water, all around the water tank. These are fish living in Nakdong River. There are various kinds of fish there. Okay, this is otter. Whoa, quite cute. And this is the root of willow. It contains a lot of huge amount of water. Let's go upstairs. There are some bird shape around there. It looks like cranes. They fly like this shape when they come to Korea in the winter time. Here you can see various kinds of birds and reptiles and frogs. There is a huge habitat of small-mouthed frog, which is amphibian, and they are endangered. Their name is 맹꽁이 in Korean, which is mimic of sound. Their sound, 맹꽁, 맹꽁. It goes like that. It sounds very funny. There are mammals living around Tarzan Wetland. You can find the Gorani all around Korea, but it is also a species which is endangered. If you are lucky, if you visit here in winter season, you can see those kind of birds. They are lovely and huge and elegant, but really hard to find actually. There is a special exhibition for students during summer vacation. You can find some kind of insects here, like this one. This is silkworm. I think this is mulberry leaves. They eat mulberry leaves. Yeah, this is bigger one and this is much bigger. And finally, they're turned into a cocoon. We can make silk with this. This is how to make silk. Let me just try. Ooh. Yeah, you can see various kinds of butterflies here. And this insect, as you see, it has very beautiful color, green color, which used to use ornament. And there are also butterfly caterpillars, and you can see. Can you find it? It's very small, and its name is, I guess, tiger swallowtail butterfly. You can find it younger ones and eggs on the leaves. Tarzan Wetland is located in Nakdong River. Nakdong River is the second longest river in South Korea, so it has a lot of stories in history. Let's see. You can read all the stories about Nakdong River. Near here, there is a port called Samunjin. This is the scene of carrying the first piano of Korea, carried by the people. You can find special place experience flying butterflies. Let's go and see. This is a very small place, but there are many kinds of butterflies here.
Line to grind to find, I know. Grind to find the blind to mind a show. Keep the flow, I know to let it go. Off the top the dome, I let it.
And outside the room, you can see whole view of Tarzan Wetland. Maybe I should take a walk. This is the rooftop of this building, and you can see the garden, and you can find observatory over there. And you can use the binocular there and watch it closely. This is the way of Samunjin, the first piano of Korea imported. And can you find this small building over there? It is very unique, and it is an art museum. Its name is The Ark. And there you can find the biggest habitat of small-mouthed frog. I can see all the view of Tarzan Wetland closely. Yeah, mostly willow trees. Oh, there are ducks over there. Now, we're going to take a walk from here to Daemyeong Reservoir, and I'd recommend you to bring a bottle of water and wearing a hat because it's not that sunny but humid, so you're going to sweat. You should bring water. Okay, let's go. You see there, they are symbols of Tarzan Wetland. You can find many dragonflies flying over and here and there. I can feel a nice breeze, which makes me cool down. That's swallowtail. It's beautiful. And also other kind of swallowtails. Its pattern is like a leopard. So it is called bomnabi in Korean. Bom means leopard. And you can find various kinds of butterflies here. Yeah, there are another leopard pattern butterflies. It goes really well with white flowers. And you can also hear cicada sound and other sound of insects. There is a duck over there. I can barely distinguish it is a duck, but I can't tell what species it is. Maybe we can look closer walking over there. The wind gets stronger, so you must be careful not to lose your hat. And this is sign of warning of snakes and poisonous insects and mice. In case you go inside the bush, you should be careful of them. The narrow-mouthed frog eco learning center is this way, and they are endangered species living in Tarzan Wetland. You can find some water plants over here. I think we should take this way. Tarzan Wetland is located in the place where Jincheon Stream, Daemyeong Stream, Gumo River, and Nakdong River meet. It is about 500 acres, which is 2 square kilometers. And it is rare type of wetland, which is flooding in rainy season. This is the end of Jincheon Stream, which has the huge smallmouth frog habitat here. You can see reeds here. It is not that sunny day, so it is good for taking a walk. If you visit here very sunny and clear day, it will be too hot for a walk. If you listen carefully, you can hear some insects. And also, I think I heard a kind of bird, but I can't distinguish what it is. I think this is a very nice place to take a walk because it is very calm and peaceful. Even though this is the used habitat of small-mouthed frog, but I can't hear any of small-mouthed frog. In autumn, this green field turned into brown with feathery wheat flowers. It is amazing scenery. You must visit here in the fall. Maybe that time you might see some of other migrant birds also that time. When you visit Tarzan Wetland, you can see lots of egrets and gray herons, sometimes cattle egrets, and various kinds of ducks like mallards, spot-billed ducks, and bald-pates. And the biodiversity of Tarzan Wetland catches of Upo swamp, which is preserved by Ramsar Conservation from 1998. This is beautiful traditional style cafe called La Pause Ville. There are many hidden places like this around Daegu, all around the Daegu. So when you walk along the street, you should watch carefully because you don't want to miss it. So let's go inside. There's lots of bread and pastries. It smells really nice. And there's yummy cakes also. Wow, it looks beautiful. It looks delicious. I like this one. Before you enter, you should check your QR code. It has really beautiful garden. It is small and cute. And there is beautiful flowers. Maybe they are roses. Wow, this is beautiful. 뭐가 컴파니 그런 거 이렇게. It looks very delicious. This is Cafe Americana, and this is Cafe Latte, and this is green tea latte. It must be delicious. And this is ribbon-shaped pastry. This is campanule. It became popular and popular these days. It is actually croissant, but pressed by waffle machine. After pressing it with waffle machine, people spread some syrup on it. It will be very nice. You should try this. In early 20th century, Korean Empire was in danger to be colonized by Japan because of huge amount of debt. Because of the debt, common people spontaneously gather money to repay the debt. That movement is called 국채보상운동 and the National Debt Repayment Movement. It has ended as a failure because of the sabotage of Japanese government, but it is still significant because it is spontaneous movement by common people of Korea. It is from genuine hearts loving their country. It is started from Daegu, and Seo started that movement for the first time. He is rich merchandise of Daegu, and this is his house located in the center of Daegu. So it survived during the Korean War, but recently, because of the development, it was in danger to be demolished. But this time, the common citizens decide to preserve this house, so it is still exists. Okay, let's go inside. You can see the late Joseon Dynasty style Korean houses from this. It has glass door, which is not the Korean style. This is humble kitchen, traditional style kitchen. This is the main building. You can see roses of Sharon around here, which is Korean national flower. And you can find the roof of entrance is so high because the noblemen usually enter their houses with riding horses, so it needed to high entrance. Right across the 서상돈 house, there is 이상화 house. 이상화 is a poet who lived in early 20th century. He is known as national poet. This is also traditional style Korean house, except this glass door. You can see the poetry from 이상화 here and here, and this is description of 이상화. These are jars to preserve some kimchis or some traditional pastes which are made of peppers or beans. And you can find pomegranate tree here. Yeah, this is pomegranate. It is not ripened yet. You can start tour from here. The second course of modern road starts from here, and it is about 1.6 kilometers. Not that long, but it might take over 2 hours because you can see various kinds of things over here. Let's go and see. Since Daegu was aside from the battlefield during the Korean War, many old buildings are well preserved, while other cities were destroyed. You can trace those modern buildings walking through the second course of Daegu 군대골목. These are the pictures of modern architecture. You can check it and find it while you are walking. When you visit Daegu, you can find these small alleys all over, around Daegu. And you might meet this kind of beautiful flower, which is Korean national flower, as you see. And you can find some pictures on it. And this is the poem of 이상화. This is 계산성당, and I guess this is 이상화. There is a mosaic wall. Yeah, this is 서상돈, and this is 이상화. And, you know, Korean flag, Korean national flag, 태극기. This is 계산성당, one of the most oldest church in Korea. 계산성당 is the third oldest church building in Korea, which is built as Western style. And the designer of the church is French, And Chinese people built this building because there were no engineers in Korea to build this building because they use bricks. But since Korean usually used soil and rocks and wood as a house, they don't have any skills to handle those bricks. But the Chinese people were experienced building Myeongdong Church, so they came here and built this building also. Right next to Gaesan Church, there is coffee shop which is called Coffee Myeongga. This is the local brand of Daegu, and you can enjoy nice aromatic coffee. And since they have large windows, like this rainy day, you can enjoy coffee inside and also enjoy rainy outside scenery. Right across the Gaesan Church, you can find the Tourist Information Center here. If you want to find further information, you must visit here. And you can just visit here because it is cooler than outside. And there are various kinds of leaflets here and sanitizer. If it is very hot, you can borrow some umbrella from here. Let me just check. This is so nice. Pretty. It must block sunshine very well. In 1919, there was a movement, the March 1st movement, also known as 3.1 movement, by Korean people and students, calling for independence from Japan and protesting forced assimilation into the Japanese way of life. In Daegu, the 3.1 movement was held on the 8th of March. To prepare that, the girl students delivered taegukgi in the bucket disguised like laundry. They used this small alley to avoid Japanese policemen. This is small and quite dark at the night time, so it is easy to hide from the surveillance of Japanese government. This is Cheongna Hill. Cheongna means green ivy. There are 3 missionary houses here. You can find it on your right side. Let's go check it. This is called Sweet's house. The Sweets is the missionary's name who lived here. And you can find the style, Western style and Korean style combined. And the stones on the bottom of the house, this is from the Daegu City wall, which was demolished in 1906. Now this is using as a museum, but now this is closed because of COVID-19. Let's check another houses. This is Chemney's house. This is also using as a medicine museum, but this is also closed because of COVID-19. And currently under construction. This is the last one, Blair House. Yeah, this is also closed. If you watch the roof of this house, you can find the typical style of house in 19th century in America. And Cheongna Hill is the background of famous song which is called 동무생각. This is the monument of the song. You can find the lyric of the song, and this is description of the song. Since COVID-19, all the houses were closed. Instead of looking inside of the houses, you can just experience with this Blair house, second floor. And this is Chemni's house. It is using as a medicine museum. I think this is living room. This is Eunhae Garden of Mercy. Actually, this is the gravesite. Eunhae means favor and mercy, and sometimes kindness and favor. It was named by Daegu people who want to appreciate and commemorate of their service for the people. This is the end of the tour for today. How was it? Do you like it? If you come visit Daegu, you should open your eyes widely because there are many hidden beautiful places in Daegu. You will enjoy it. Thank you for watching.